This video is going to show how to set up access schedules and access groups within Eplex Enterprise to restrict access to a particular door or multiple doors for some users. So once you're within the Eplex Enterprise software, the first thing we want to do is select our schedules to simply create the schedules we're going to be using. And you can either select a name from across the top of the menu or select one of the icons that corresponds. So you can see here I've already had a couple schedules set up, but if we're going to create a brand new schedule, you want to name that schedule something that makes sense to you. Oftentimes we'll simply name it what it is. So if I say M through F, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and then you select the correct days of the week and the correct times of day. So this is already set to 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. We're going to save that schedule. Now at this point, all we've done is actually save the schedule. We haven't applied it to any doors. Within the doors menu, under manage doors, you'll see you'll have all of your doors listed in your database. Any door that is going to need that schedule, you will need to assign that schedule to that door. So for our example, if we're going to maybe restrict access only to the fitness room and not the other doors will already have a default schedule of 24/7, so we don't need to edit that. But if we go to the fitness room, once you open up the edit door menu, you can see there's a button here to set up your access schedules. And down on the bottom of the screen, all of those schedules that were previously set up will be available for you to assign to that door. So we are now in the fitness room. We're going to assign the Monday through Friday 8 to 5 schedule. You want to make sure you have the proper credentials set up, because the user can have access either card only, PIN and card, or PIN only. Typically the default credential is going to be card only. So we want to assign that schedule, and you can see it will populate up here, and then we simply say OK, and we want to make sure we click save to save that change we made. Now at this point, all we've done is assigned that schedule to the correct doors. For managing your actual users, the next step to make it a little bit easier is you want to select or set up an access group. And under manage access groups, you will see all of your previously set up access groups, and you'll have the ability to add more. And you can have several in here depending on the type of system you're dealing with. If we go into the one that was already set up, you'll see that I have all my doors basically with a 24/7 schedule set up. If we're going to create our new schedule, and for our example, let's say the schedule is going to be for tenants or residents of the building, we can call it tenants. And now from the available doors within our software, we have to decide when we want these users, these tenants, to have access. So if we want them to access the front door under an always restriction, 24/7, we simply select the door, select the appropriate schedule, and then assign it to that group. Let's say this first door listed here happens to be the rear door of the building. Same thing, select your door, select your schedule, assign that schedule to the group. Now if we get to our fitness room, you'll see we have two schedules available. And perhaps in some cases somebody might need 24/7 access, but if we want to restrict our residents or our tenant group, we're going to select that fitness room door. We're going to select this restricted schedule, Monday through Friday 8 to 5, and assign that to this access group. Once this is saved, we have now created two different access groups. We have an always group where all users can get into all doors, and then we have a tenants group, which is going to restrict users to that fitness room door. Now at this point, within your residents, or your users I should say, you will have to decide what users will need to belong to that group. So if we select our friend Clint Eastwood here, instead of being an always access group, he may need to belong to the tenants access group. And based on that change, he will follow the schedules within that access group. Once all of these changes are made, You're going to want to synchronize your laptop or your programming device and reprogram any of the affected doors.